Rob Perillo.
Welcome back. Well, the heat goes on. It's not going to change a whole lot as we head into the weekend. Hopefully a slightly better chance of an afternoon shower or storm this weekend, but don't count on it. And maybe, just maybe, slightly lower dew points and lower humidity on Sunday as a weak fizzling front gets across the area. Significant front, well, the GFS says yes, the Euro says no. We're going to go with the Euro for now. Don't want to raise any expectations. So let's take a look at the big picture as we look at the upper level pattern and the water vapor imagery. And we're pretty much being dominated by the Bermuda Ridge and the son of the Bermuda Ridge over here by the Texas coastline. That's kept the Gulf of Mexico quiet and dry, and that's why these storms with this upper level trough are staying to the west of us, and this is actually thinning out, so any hopes of this frontal trough giving us a better chance of afternoon storms are going by the wayside. Notice the Gulf of Mexico is relatively cloud free, and we look at the big picture of the water temperatures across the entire Atlantic basin. Anything that's in the purple here is showing close to 90 degrees, 80s as we get into the main development region all the way over to Africa. So lots of tropical heat for more tropical activity down the line. Not that we're expecting that, but did want to point this out. Notice we're in the upper 80s, much of the Gulf of Mexico, with the exception mid 80s, thanks to Hurricanes Marco and Laura upwelling some cooler waters, but mid 80s is not cool enough. You can sustain any tropical activity in 80-degree waters, and this is going to more than likely warm up in the next week or so. So not much help from those storms, but a little cooling in the Gulf. Any little bit helps, at least at this time of year, but we don't see much more, at least over the next month or so. Big picture, as we look at the tropical systems out there, we have Tropical Depression Omar weakening, moving out to sea. We'll talk more about Nana in just a bit, and a couple of other systems out here in the Atlantic showing some potential for development, about 30% over the next 5 days for this system, and then about a 60% chance, and this one's going to be running across the Atlantic, so we'll have to watch this. Now currently models thinking it's going to make a turn, but this time of year can't be too careful with any particular system. Meanwhile, Tropical Storm Nana remaining just a tropical storm. Now the forecast is keeping it close to tropical storm strength rather than up to hurricane strength, but it's going to be close to a hurricane. Forecast is 70-mile-an-hour winds at landfall somewhere near Belize, but it's going to be impacting Honduras, Guatemala as well, and portions of Mexico, eventually dissipating, but not before producing flooding, rainfall, and mudslides. It's always a deadly situation with those storms across Central America. Near term for us, partly cloudy skies through tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, another mostly sunny day. A little haze out there as well, with just a few fair weather cumulus clouds. Not much shower activity in the forecast tomorrow afternoon, and much the same could be said going into Friday. Maybe a few more clouds, but the heat's going to be coming on. Winds turning out of the east, maybe northeast, so that means we're going to be getting a little bit hotter, pushing the mid-90s for a high for Friday afternoon. So overnight tonight, mid to upper 70s again, then tomorrow back into the lower 90s with that heat index up to 103 or so. And as we go into tomorrow night, a little change, mid to upper 70s, and then we go into Friday. Notice the model going for hotter temperatures and equal for the most part heat indices, so quite uncomfortable heading into the weekend. So warm and humid tonight, 76-year low. Light southerly winds going nearly calm overnight tonight. 92 again the high tomorrow. The heat stays on. That heat index near 105, and not much of a breeze tomorrow. Today and yesterday we had a nice southerly breeze. Tomorrow we won't have that, so it's going to be that much, feel that much hotter. Temperatures into the low to mid 90s this weekend. Hopefully lower humidity Sunday, and maybe a couple of nights with lows getting closer to the lower 70s, but that goes away as tropical moisture comes back in as we go into next week, and maybe some locally heavy rainfall developing if we believe the Euro model. If we had the GFS model up here, Jim, we'd be going for temperatures in the 60s at night, middle part of next week, but we're not buying that quite yet.
Not even a chance?
Chance.
Okay. Just give us that. That's all we ask for.
Let's give it a 30% chance.
Okay, sounds good. We'll hold you to it as well, Rob. Thanks.